Greetings everyone, Bacho here, welcome back to another episode of Emergency for Deluxe Edition. Game is nice, and I just sometimes get really pissed off at my mistakes, sometimes at the mistakes that the game forces you to make because the units have fucking obnoxious pathfinding. But hey, they have inbuilt cheat codes, so if I get stuck too long on a mission, I'm just gonna move on. Obviously, not gonna be doing just a freeform campaign. I just need to buy the stuff we're getting and then move on.
Medical emergency. Someone has fallen and is slightly injured. Treat and remove.
Might have something for you. New mission, very urgent. Take a look at the map. The area of operation is highlighted. Click on it to begin the mission.
Raid the Station District. The Station District's drug trade is to be targeted. Locate, arrest and remove every single drug dealer in the district. Prevent the dealers escaping at all costs. Careful, the dealers will almost certainly be armed and are considered dangerous. The use of guns is allowed, but do avoid killing the dealers. Yes!
Question is, they arrive from which direction? Because that's also something that's kind of pissing me off.
Vehicle arrived!
Okay, so they arrive from this direction.
Yeah? On our way!
Be careful. If we get any closer to the target area, our suspect might smell a rat and run. Are all possible escape routes blocked yet?
Yes, sir. Listening. Understood. What's up? On my way. On my way. Vehicle arrived. Yeah? On our way. Roger. Got it. On my way. Listening. On our way. On our way. Listening. On my way. On our way. Listening. On my way. Listening.
On my way. Let's go. On my way. On my way. Yeah? Roger. On my way. On our way. Yeah?
Yeah? On our way.
What's up?
Vehicle arrived. Yes! What's up? On my way. What's up? On my way. Vehicle arrived. On my way. Listening. On my way. On my way. What's up? On our way. Will do. On our way. Listening. On my way. What's up? On our way. On my way. On our way. Yeah? Listening. On my way. Let's go. On my way. What's up? On my way. Listening. Will be done immediately. On my way. On my way. Yeah? On our way. On my way. On our way. On my way. On our way.
Christ. Alright, they're also going from this direction. Fuck.
On my way. On my way. Got it. Listening. On our way. Will be done immediately. What's up? On our way. On my way. What's up? Understood. Listening. On our way. Yeah? Listening. On my way. Let's go. What's up? Understood. On my way. Yeah? Listening. On our way. On our way. Yeah? What's up?
What's up?
Listening. On my way. Go, go. Targets are escaping. Stop them before they escape the operational area. Listening. Roger. Roger. Aye, sir. What's up? Yeah? On our way. On my way. Confirmed. Attention. One of the dealers has set a building on fire, probably to destroy evidence. We must prevent the fire from spreading. On our way. Roger. Yeah? our way. What's up? We must contain these fires fast before they get out of control. Request
On our way.
Yes, sir. Listening.
On my way. Understood. Roger. Yes, sir. Yeah? On my way.
Yeah? On our way.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle arrived.
What's up? Listening. On our way. What's up? Yes, sir. Listening. Immediately. Confirmed. Aye, aye, sir. Yeah? On my way. Yes, sir. Yes. Consider it done.
What's up? Will do. No problem.
Listening.
Vehicle arrived. Vehicle arrived.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Yeah? On my way.
Yes. Vehicle arrived. Yes.
Listening.
Vehicle arrived. Yes. Vehicle arrived.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Vehicle arrived. Vehicle arrived.
Let's immediately. Consider it done.
On our way.
Yeah? Immediately.
On my way. I'm on it.
Let's immediately. Let's go.
On our way.
On my way.
Yes.
Listening. On our way. What's up?
Vehicle arrived.
What's up? On my way.
Consider it done. Understood. On my way.
Yes.
What's up? On our way.
Listening. Yes. Yeah?
On my way.
Yes,
Vehicle
sir.
arrived.
Yeah? Will be done immediately. Yeah? Listening. On our way.
Listening. On my way. Understood.
Listening. Consider it done.
What's up? Yes, sir. What's up? On my way. Consider it done. Yes. Listening.
On our way.
Got it. What's up? On my way. Listening.
On our
Will
way.
be
Done immediately.
Not the
On our way.
cleanest
Yeah?
work, but
On my way.
it is what it is.
What's up? On my way. What's up? On my way. Listening. Will do. Listening. Immediately. Yeah, consider it done. Will be done immediately. What's up? Will do. Listening. Consider it done. On the way. What's up? On my way.
Listening. On our way.
You have extinguished all fires. Very
Well, yeah.
good.
Will be done immediately. What's up? On our way.
What's up? On our way.
Oh my god, there was like one more and I didn't notice.
Yes, sir. What's up?
I'm on it.
Listening. On my way. Vehicle arrived.
Yeah, on our way. What's up? Confirming. What's up? On our way. Yeah? On our way. On my way.
Yeah? Immediately. I'm on it.
Yeah, will be done immediately.
On our way. What's up?
Oh, they just in time.
What's up? On my way.
Holy shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, pathfinding in this game sometimes just flat out doesn't
Listen.
fucking work.
On my way. Yeah? Listening. On my way.
What's up? On our way.
What's up? What's up? On our way. Yeah? Will do.
Will be done immediately. Listening. On my way.
Yeah? On our way. On my way. Will be done immediately. What's up? On my way.
That was okay. The fires posed a problem. Good that you finally got them under control. Molotov cocktails are bottles filled with a flammable liquid like petrol and corked with a fuse. When they hit something, the bottle smashes and the burning liquid sprays in all directions. This rapidly causes fires and can be a big problem in densely built up areas. There's only one thing for it. Alert as many fire crews as quickly as possible. You must also make sure to cool down objects at risk to prevent fires spreading uncontrollably. It's about time you stocked up on some vehicles. For large operations, you'll need an intensive care ambulance, which will allow you to stabilize several injured persons at the same time. You could also do with a decontamination vehicle to treat people that have been exposed to radiation or toxin, as well as a bulldozer to remove smaller pieces of debris and rubble.
Medical emergency. Report of a circulatory collapse. Treat and take the victim away.
We've received an urgent message. A polar research station has been destroyed by an explosion. They need our help immediately. Prepare to load your rescue crews onto the Transaid transport plane. You must leave immediately. Look at the map and click on the marker to start this mission.
Ah. Well, fuck. I have no idea what. I mean, I'm probably gonna just bypass this mission after I see what awaits us, but I am not looking forward to it. Yeah, I guess I'm.
Polar station severely damaged by explosion. An incident during drilling near an Eastern European polar station has damaged it. The station also has a geothermal laboratory. The resulting fires have already died down. Several people are injured, some buried beneath the building's debris. The explosion has released radioactive materials stored for fueling of the station's reactor. There is an acute contamination risk. Parts of the area are inaccessible to land-bound units. A defect in the nuclear reactor has caused a power failure at the station. You'll also have to deal with the dangers posed by polar bears. Rescue and attend to all victims and get them into rescue vehicles. Decontaminate everyone exposed to the radiation.
Yeah,
Rescue a research team that has been trapped in the lab's dome by the power failure.
I definitely did not grab what I needed. Absolutely did not grab what I needed.
Listening! On our way! What's up? On our way! Listening!
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I absolutely do not want to bother with that mission. I understand the challenge.
What's up?
Got the decon unit.
On my way! What's up? On our way! Listening! On my way! What's up? Will be done immediately! Listening! On my way! Yeah?
I thought there would be like, you know, perhaps some fires, but yeah,
Listening!
my choice of vehicles was completely fucking wrong.
Listening! On my way!
This building looks likely to
Listening.
collapse. Be careful when
On my
removing the
way.
debris.
Listening! On our way!
Be careful, there are
Listening.
containers with radioactive materials here.
On my way!
Keep an eye on radiation levels.
What's up? Will be done immediately! Yeah? Will be done immediately! Listening! 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 On my way! Consider it done!
Yeah? On my way.
Okay!
Listening, let's go.
Consider it done! What's up? On our way! Okay! Yeah?
Have I taken only like one?
Listening! On our way!
Yeah, I do not want to bother with this fucking mission.
You handled that well. There were a few tricky moments, but your response was always good. Without your excellent coordination of the technical units, this mission might have ended badly. Because of this, you received the award for disaster management. Carry on like this. Great. I'm so glad that you're back. You could do with spending a bit of time on the fire crews straight away. Buy the fireboat so you're able to fight fires from the water as well. And arrange some fitness training for your crews. That'll increase their overall efficiency quite a bit. Medical emergency. Someone has suffered a severe heart attack. Treat and take the victim away. We have an emergency and you have been assigned. Look at the map. The area of operation is highlighted. Click on it to begin the mission. Fire on an oil rig. Some workers are injured, others have panicked and jumped into the water. Be careful, there is acute danger that the fires might spread out of control. Rescue and treat all casualties and take them away. Rescue all people from the water. Extinguish the fires. You will need to check which installations must be taken out of operation for this.
Yes, sir. Yes.
by helicopter and boat. There's a landing place on one side of the drilling platform.
Vehicle arrived. Vehicle arrived. Yes, sir.
Vehicle arrived.
Listening. What's up? On my way. Yeah? Will be done immediately.
Listening. Aye, aye, sir. Listening. Yes. Vehicle arrived. On my way. Yeah.
Listening. Consider it done. Listening. On my way. Listening. On my way. Yeah?
On my way. What's up? Understood.
What's up? Consider it done. Listening. On my way.
Listening. Yes, sir.
Listening. Understood.
Let's go. Listening. Understood.
Yeah? On my way.
Fucking shit.
On our way. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Vehicle arrived. Yes. Listening. Yes.
There are people drowning. We've got to save them.
Yes, sir.
Listening.
What's up?
What's up? I'm on it.
On my way.
Listening.
Vehicle arrived.
Yeah?
Watch out. The fires have caused toxic substances to spill on
my
the
way.
drilling platform. There is danger of contamination. What's up? I'm on it.
What's up? On our way. Listening. On my way.
Yeah? Will be done immediately.
Yeah, on our way.
You have rescued all people from the water. Good job.
Yes! Listening! On my way!
Yeah? On my
Vehicle
way.
arrived! On our way! Yeah? What's up? On our way!
What's up? On my way.
Yes!
Listening.
Vehicle arrived! Listening! Understood?
What's up? On our way. On our way.
Listening. Understood.
Consider it done! Listening! On my way! Consider it done! Let's go!
On my way.
What's up? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Vehicle arrived.
Yes, sir! What's up? Vehicle arrived!
Let's go.
Listening!
The fire has raged out of control, and the drilling platform can no longer be saved. Drilling
see.
platform fires are particularly problematic because of the numerous pipes and corridors within the platform. These can trigger intense flashovers that can carry fire and smoke rapidly. Send firefighters to the platform. They have hydrants there, so fire hoses can be connected. But don't forget
Okay.
to also deploy fireboats that have an especially great
Fire on an oil rig. Some workers are injured, others have panicked and jumped into the water. Be careful, there is acute...
Yes, sir! Yes! Yes! Yes!
We can only get there by helicopter and boat. There's a landing place on one side of the drilling platform.
Vehicle arrived! Yes! Yes! Vehicle arrived! Vehicle arrived!
Yes. Vehicle arrived.
What's up? On my way. Listening. On my way.
Listening. What's up? It will be done.
On my way.
Listening. Will do. On my way. What's up? On my way. Over and out.
Yes.
Yeah?
Vehicle arrived.
I'm on it. What's up? On my way.
Listening. Okay, over and out. On my way.
What's up? On my way. Understood. Let's go.
Yeah? Yes, sir. Yes.
What's up? On my way. Listening. On my way. What's up? No problem. Listening. Consider it done. Listening. Okay, over and out.
On my way.
Yeah? What's up? On my way. Yeah? On our way. What's up? I'm on it. On the way. Listening. On the way. There are people drowning. We've got to save them.
What's up? Yes.
Yeah? On the way. What's up? On the way.
What's up? On our way.
Yeah, consider it done.